Hey everyone, Late Night with Cap is back. Here I am. Got a cool new cup. Look at this. Ooh, got a shield. Yeah, so I'm excited to be here. I'm gonna knock some rust off going live, and someone's gonna join me here in a little bit to help me get on with my comeback. So R2 did a great job. He had fun filling in. I think I wore him out a little bit with all the silliness that he had to do. But he enjoyed every Wednesday. He enjoyed every time spending with you, and I missed you all. It was really fun watching you from my phone or from my tablet when I was moving. But I really did miss just hanging out and talking and sharing all the fun stuff with you all. And I can't wait to do it again here tonight. But like I said, I have a guest coming on that's going to be really, really great to see. I've been wanting him on for a while. But before we do that, I just want to let everyone know in the nice little community that we have that Salty Nerd says thank you. You all did a great job helping him out, sharing the links, the GoFundMe's, helping him, and just giving him all of them. Salty, Alex, Vader, Kadish, you were giving them all good. Bringing them up from their just hectic week of just disastrous from them being robbed. So he just wants to share that with my audience. That he says thank you to everyone there. All right, so let's go on and bring on my guest. He's a Wookie. He's bad, and some people call him WookieBeBad.
What's up? What's up?
How are you, man?
Doing good. All right. Yeah, that stuff was Salty Nerd, man. That broke while we had Joker on our show, and Joker was telling us all the stuff they were doing for everybody in the
Mhm.
area, and that was really sad.
Yeah, wasn't that wild? I was still unpacking here at the new house, and literally, I looked at my phone, saw the pictures, and I could not believe it because they had such a high, right? Like a just a tremendous week the week before with all those great shows that they had during that week. And I even met some of them at the meetup, and they were so excited what was going on. And then literally, that's just life, right? Comes in and just gives you a sucker punch. Sometimes you're not expecting it, and they're coming out pretty good. I think they'll come back even better because all the support that everyone showed him really. I think sometimes they question that support, right? They were kind of thinking, do people really watch us? Do people really like us? And um, they were proven wrong over the last few days. So that's freaking awesome.
That is one
Um,
thing about this community. When things happen, everybody does seem to reach out, do what they, even if it's $2, $5, or a
mhm.
reshare.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was yeah, everyone, I don't know if you donated $1 to $100 or whatever, they were grateful of it. So again, they're all thankful for it. So it's like I said, glad to be back. Glad you're my first guest coming back. That's pretty cool. You've been around. We were talking backstage and we were running a little bit late. Sorry. You were saying that recalled that you were on one of my first, I think either my third or second live stream. So you've been here since the beginning, and I do appreciate that. Very cool.
yeah, I was streaming on Wednesdays on Twitch, and it was raining, so I couldn't stream, which we talked about that too. And I was just clicking through YouTube one day, and I ran across your channel. And every time I couldn't stream on Wednesdays, I just came by, and I try to
Oh,
stop by whenever I can. I'm just so busy now.
it's okay. It's okay. If you come by to every Wednesday or every other Wednesday, or this is your first Wednesday, you know, I promise you, hopefully a good time. I just want to make people laugh here. We so always focus. You do this on your live show, something something Sundays, and which is on Sunday, and you focus so much on the negativity around like pop culture, or you talk about things that are just so silly in the culture in general. My show is really just geared to take a break from that and kind of laugh at some of the silliness in the world that people post. So,
And you have to, and you only see one aspect of that. Uh,
mhm.
I mean, everybody says I'm like black pilled. I'm not. I really enjoyed the Guardians movie. I'm kind of sad it's doing so bad at the box office, but that's Marvel's fault.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I want good content. I want something to enjoy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just, like I said, try to make you laugh. If you're new here, try to make you laugh. And then sometimes we'll share some odd stories or some cool history. You never know what you're going to get here with Late Night with Cap. Let's go ahead and say some things. Say hello to some people in the chat. Let's see here. We got Galaxy above me.
What's up, Galaxy? You
Hey,
followed me here.
yours. Okay. Y'all's late night shenanigans. I'm so old. Okay. All right. I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty old too. And then of course we got Jacob here. Hopefully he brings his A game today with the dad jokes. Really, really appreciate that when he does that. And then we got Beard of Liberty. I just loved watching his reactions to some of the bad graphic design that R2 did with him. His laugh was pretty. Did you see them? His laugh was very addictive. Like you laughed when he laughed. It was really great. So, did you
And he's
see?
got an epic beard.
He does. He is part of the Beard family. So, um, okay, we've got TPC theme park. Good to see you. He hit 500 subs the other day. That's pretty cool. Good for him. And then, of course, my good friend Boba, Boba Fett here. He's here to help me mod, and he's a good friend. He's good. He's good. He's good company. Let's see. Oh, look who showed up. Yeah,
What's up, R2?
it's mine now. I'm back, so you can't take it from me again. But it's okay. You did a good job. So just because you said you were mad that I took it back, you get one of these. There you go.
I'm waiting to see what he does with the Little Mermaid photos.
Yeah, he should do some memes of the Little Mermaid. He'll be really good at that. He'll be
Mhm.
good. And I think this is a friend of yours too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 540 Studio or Jocelyn Flakes from 540 Studio. Hail, good to see you. Yeah. Have you been on his stream before?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. What are you drinking there, by the way?
This is vodka and soda.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite mixes, by the way. It's either that or vodka and club soda with a lime.
I like it with cranberry juice. Just it gets a little dry after a while.
You like the vodka cranberries?
Yeah. Great if you have a kidney infection.
I had I had a lot of ex-girlfriends that had liked those drinks. So, let's see what else is there. Oh, look. We just laugh at you, says Cannoli. Well, yeah, you would. I mean, this dude, I met this dude in Vegas in person. When he says he's a Sasquatch and he's a very big person, he's not lying. I literally think I came to his belly button. He was that big of a man. Big guy, but big friendly guy. You can always go up to him and say hi. And his wife is also very friendly. So there's Miss Cannoli there. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, everyone's laughing. Do what? Like draw a wiener on her face? What? What did he say? Oh man, what did R2 do? Uh-oh. Oh, here you go. Yeah, Dermy Wormy made 1,000 subs. Yep,
What's
you
up,
mentioned
Alf?
that. You mentioned that fast. Yeah, Hydra Cats, Alpha's here. And everyone else, if I haven't highlighted you, yeah, welcome to the show. That's going to be a fun night. So another reason why we were kind of talking about moving, and we both kind of moved from state to state recently or in the past. You said you moved from Virginia to Florida. That was about 900 miles, right?
Yeah, it was about 950 miles. 12-hour drive in a car.
Okay. Yeah, so it was sort of the same here, about 1,000 miles from where I went from Phoenix, Arizona to over here to East Texas. And let me tell you, if you haven't moved from state to state, even 2 states below further, or even from that, you don't realize how much stuff you have to either move or get rid of or consider not taking with you. That happened to us quite a bit of times where we thought, okay, yeah, this is what we're taking, this is what we're going to bring, and then when it came to the day of packing the truck, there were quite a few things where like this is not going to fit on the truck, or we're not going to take this, so we have to either donate it or throw it away. Did you have the same type of experience like that?
So everything I left back home, my mom brought when I moved her down here. Like I said, we moved
Okay.
2 3-bedroom houses into a 5-bedroom, and I have 3 washing machines, 3 dryers.
Yeah.
I'm good for the rest of my life if my washing machines break.
Okay, that's good. We did not. We left all of our appliances except for a mini fridge, and a deep freezer, and then we also kept our gun safe. But everything else that was a pretty much a appliance stayed with the old home, because we just didn't want to pay to move it, and it was just really crazy. It was just really rough to consider. Some things we were like, "Oh, dang, we got to get rid of that," or it was kind of a bummer because some people are really attached to some of their stuff, you know.
So I got one for you. We moved to Florida in September, and I moved to Tallahassee, which is north of me, which is just south of the Georgia border. They still get frost there. My ex-wife did not pack any of my winter clothes because she's like, we're in Florida. We're not going to need them. Luckily, my mom came down in November and brought me some winter clothes.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Well, I didn't have much winter clothes coming from Phoenix, so I'm gonna have to probably buy some more. I didn't have much, so. But what's crazy, what I've noticed moving from where I was in Phoenix to here in East Texas, is the amount of rain. And you're in Florida, so you get a lot of rain, so you have no idea what I'm talking about, like the difference. Literally, I came from a town in Phoenix, Arizona, where you got maybe 1 or 2 inches a year. Um, I'm literally getting like 40 inches a month or a whole year. Like it's pretty wild, or more than that. I don't even know. It's crazy. So
Yeah, moving to Florida, a regular rainstorm here is what would be a severe thunderstorm in Virginia.
yeah, yeah. People would freak out if they saw how much rain I've seen in the last week or so.
Keep up on your wiper blades, sir, and your tires.
Yep, yep. Speaking of April showers, or yeah, because we're in April. We were in April. If April showers bring May flowers, what do my flowers bring? What do May flowers bring? Oh, I'm totally messed that up. Pilgrims. Sorry, Jacob. I'm a little rusty, but yeah. Let's see. What he's got another one here. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. That's what I'm looking for. Good job, man. And oh, and Brobo's saying you're wearing a JV shirt.
Yes, I am. We love Joker on our stream.
Yeah,
Joker's a
Joker's a
good
good
guy.
guy. He's a good guy. He said he would be watching today.
Yeah, he's a wealth of knowledge too.
I live in Scotland, so it rains quite often. Oh yeah, Zombie Box. Good to see you, man. Yep, yep. Um, so you live in Florida. Do you live in the freezing part of Florida where like
No,
there's a lot of trees?
I live an hour southwest of Orlando.
Okay.
So I live Central Florida, like in 45 minutes from Gulf Beaches.
All right. So you don't have lizards falling from trees.
Yeah, I have lizards everywhere. I have lizards everywhere. There's monkeys here. There's gators
Monkeys.
here. Yeah.
How many times have you come across a gator?
We went to the Everglades and went not anaconda, boa hunting, python hunting.
Oh yeah, I heard they're just out there, right?
So every year Florida does a python hunt, and you can win four-wheelers, RVs, all this stuff. I think the state record now is like
Wow.
18.7 feet.
Okay. So is that because people just let them out?
No,
were
so
pets?
one of the hurricanes came in on the East Coast and took out a holding facility that was holding all these animals to be sold to pet stores. And they're actually invasive, like the rabbits have dropped 60%. Stuff like they're actually destroying the wildlife down here. So they have a
Wow.
hunt every year, and they're free and open to hunt, just like four are down here.
Really? And how long ago was that?
It was about 2 years ago when I went.
No, how long ago was it where the
It
storm
was
just
probably about 10 years ago. It was one
and
of
they're
the major ones that
still
hit the East Coast. Yeah, they can't get them all.
because they're just having babies?
Yeah, a female will have 60 babies.
Ooh. What?
Yeah. There's actually
That's
quite a few TV shows about people hunting them.
okay. I've heard about like the gator hunts and they're like
Yeah,
some
there's
other
a
weird
couple of
species.
python guys too. It was on Discovery and stuff like that.
I need to come visit Florida and go snake hunting. Yeah,
Yeah.
we should. That'd be fun.
Just make sure you got a permit for whatever wildlife refuge you're in. You're good to
Well,
go.
R2, he's a big fan of lizards. When he moved from California to Arkansas, he had to get rid of he had an entire like room full of lizards. He showed me a few things. He used to raise them and like sell them, I think. But yeah, he loves them. Maybe he can go out there and catch some things.
Yeah. So if you go to Key West and just go there in the wintertime, you can catch them when they fall out of the trees.
Okay.
Because they get cold. And
That's what I was saying. Like,
once
yeah.
it drops below 60 degrees, they start falling out of trees. You can go to
Was that
Miami and get iguanas.
okay? Okay. but not in Orlando. No lizards.
There's some there. It's not as or Miami's a little further south, and so is it Everglades.
Okay. All
And Key
right.
West is at the end of the state.
Zombie. Yes, that was Owen Wilson.
Wow.
He agreed to do the wow for me when I called him the other day. So so
Don't play ED from the, Uncle Roger. You'll get copyright struck.
yeah, you got to be careful with that. So I want to try. I want to. You said you do Twitch, like so you actually
used to.
You used to. Okay, so you're a big gamer, right?
When I get a chance now, YouTube keeps me occupied.
Okay. So this is the time where I'm going to do my little shameless little plug here about uh, Dragon Champions. I haven't done this in a while. R2 refused to advertise this game. I don't know why. I've lost so much advertising time because of him not sharing this. This is a fun game. The Salty Nerds do play it. I literally don't get any money from advertising it. I just like to get their name out there. Looks like they took down their video there. But it is a fun little mobile game that you can play on any platform. And it's free to play. There are stuff you can buy, but you don't have to. But yeah, this is a very fun game. I have not been on it as much as I wanted to recently, but Broba is very correct on that. My time has just been preoccupied by other things, but maybe tonight, maybe I'll crash some hours on it tonight because it's really a fun game and it's fun to do.
I played it for a little while. I played it for probably 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it's fun. You can always come and go. You're never gonna like
play Galaxy of Heroes a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one. So you must be a big fan of mobile games.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. I got donged out. Yeah, no.
I prefer that.
Okay.
I prefer to have a controller in my hand.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do too. But mobile games are sometimes really good for just wasting time. So I don't have a script. I literally just say things. That's why sometimes I say silly things and people tell me
R2 is scripted.
Yeah, scripted. Yeah. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
I love dad jokes. I got a book of them here somewhere.
That's a good one. So you get the job a laugh there. Now, I do want to try something new on here. And since I just did a commercial for myself, I want to try sometimes I have different segments. And this one is going to be called Cap's commercial. I don't have a cool intro for it yet, but I'm going to work on it soon. But if you were kind of a kid in the 80s, right, Wookie?
Yeah, I was born in 78.
Okay, so do you remember some of the silly info commercials that would happen late at night?
Oh, yes.
So this is on Instagram. This is from an account that I follow. It's called the Business Magnets, and this is a TV commercial from 1983, a hands-free telephone headset. So this is sort of between the era of cell phones and cordless phones and things like that. There's not any audio here, but you can tell what's happening if you've seen these before. So this lady's talking on the phone. She drops her phone in the soup, like, oh, come on, I can't do this. So you need a phone relief, hands-free headset. Has a little sticker on there. You put your little sticker there and you hold it on your face, and it's a one size fits all. Look at that. You can talk on the phone. You can type on your computer. It fits on any phone. You can clean your car and have a chat. Look at this guy. He's so tied up. Look, he's dropping phones. This guy, ideal office. He knows what he's doing. Everyone's having a good time with this headset. Removes easily. Do you remember these?
I remember the little L-shaped brackets. You'd put it against your shoulder.
Yeah, it was $12.95. You could just pay with your credit card. No big deal, and your whole life will be changed with the hands-free headset from 1993. I think my mom might have had one of those, but I don't remember actually knowing.
I remember having a phone cord attached to the phone in the kitchen that was like 25 feet long.
Yeah.
Tangled up, and you had like the reels that would never retract.
Mm-hmm. Well, we reviewed Napoleon Dynamite on After the Weekend with R2 and Dan from Inside the Booth on Monday, and there's a scene in there where he has one of those long cords, and he's always going around the corner, right, and talking. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
And he's like outside with it. Yeah. That's a kick. So Beard says he remembers that on TV. So stylish. Yep, yep. I hope they bring it back. Ooh, okay. All right, all right. JV used that for 976 numbers.
Oh, I got in trouble for that when I was a kid.
Oh man, oh that's too funny. All right, all right. So that is the like I said, a new thing I want to show. Maybe if I can, I'll show some old commercials about things. Let's see. I bet I bet you good money that JT secretly has one of those. No, I don't think so. Well, we're gonna get started now because this is the main part of the show, and we're gonna do bad graphic design. And hopefully, you're not hungry because this all deals with food.
Oh
So.
man.
So, like I said, this all deals with food, and hopefully you're not too hungry. But when you want food, you want to feel, you want to feel satisfied. You want to make sure, you see an ad for it that you go get what you exactly want. And some of these ads are going to show some of the food that you might have gotten. So, the first one is from McDonald's. So this must be in the New York area. Big Apple meet Big Anus. Yeah, it's for those Angus third pounders.
Somebody cut that. It's supposed to be the Angus. Yeah. I actually worked at McDonald's when those came out. If you believe.
So yeah, I mean, it's too bad. I don't know if this hopefully no one showed up to McDonald's loving it and taking asking for the Big Apple and the Big Anus. Hopefully they did not do that. If you said you worked at McDonald's before?
Yeah, I worked there when I was in high school because it was like hard for me to work at my family business because they were 8 to 5. So
Yeah. R2 says this has to be an ad for San Francisco.
yeah, that's the wrong city.
Yeah. Wrong city. But I'm not. Yeah, maybe someone did this on purpose. Like they fixed
it looks like it was cut. You can see the bubbles.
It is still funny though. It is still funny. Good joke there. However, the next one, it was done on purpose, just not really thought out. Are you a fan of Subway?
Back in the day when they were actually good, you actually got meat on your sandwich.
Okay, well, you can get a foot long with a hard hat on it.
Yeah, I seen that the other day. That's like in Scandinavia or something.
Yeah, the language is different, but
yeah,
it's a little different.
It makes you do a double take, definitely.
Yeah, I would be careful if you had a cup or something with this on there. I would be. Rick says you are right. Portland is known as the Big Anus. Okay. Uranus, where's my anus? Okay, we're getting all kinds of comments about the. They want to go back to this one.
Yeah.
That's too funny. But yeah, Subway, not a good choice there with the foot long. Happy Labor Day. Fuel your hard work with the Subway. Yeah, I'm sure. That foot long is putting in work on that Angus.
Oh. Gonna be crying before the end of the night.
Yeah. This is quality work. $5 foot long. Yeah. $5 love you long time.
Probably a $5 6-inch with the way the economy's going.
Yeah. They're not really footlongs anymore. They're more like 10-inch sandwiches. Yeah.
One of the best songs ever, big 10-inch record.
Yes, that footlong, Zombie says that footlong is the perfect size for that. ANUS. So, all right. So the next one here, I'm just going to let you read it, and then you can tell me what you think.
I mean, I love it. That's my name.
Dick's Pizza. You haven't eaten pizza until you've had eaten Dick's. Free Dick's at Dick's Pizza, Twitter, and you got dickspizza.ca.
I wonder if they're still in business because I feel like too many people would get offended by that.
So you think this was on purpose, or?
I'm sure it was on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I you know what? It could have been on purpose just to make a nice joke of it, but Smoltz, Smolt's favorite. Okay, no, I think he was talking about the footlong there. It's like what? It could be his pizza place too. Who knows? Beard of Liberty says he kind of loves this. It's good marketing for the pizza, for Dick's Pizza. We have a.
It makes you laugh and it sticks in your head.
It does. It does. When I saw this on Twitter a few days ago, I was like, I'm going to use this one because it's pretty good. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think I retweeted that one out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure some people have seen this one. It was just too good to pass up, right?
Yeah.
So
It was too easy.
Too easy to use it. Actually, I think someone actually shared it to me and told me that you should use this. So I've been getting a lot of those lately, and keep doing that. So if you do find something if you're out in your daily life and you want to take a picture of it, or you see something on Twitter, you want to share me a bad graphic design, you can definitely send it to me on Twitter at jgun09. So that's fun times. What does Beard say here? Nothing sticks better than a Dick's. Thanks, Beard. don't stick don't stick it in your head. What? Jacob says I'm not putting that pizza in my mouth.
As long as it's not salty, you'll be all right.
I don't think I've had a salty pizza. Have you had a salty pizza?
Not yet. I haven't been there.
I wonder if the Subway is a little salty as well.
Might be.
A deep dish dick, R2 says. Is this show still live? Yeah, pretty funny. So yeah, there you go. There's your first bad graphic design. Good times. Do you I think a few months ago when you started your Sunday show, you reached out to me about doing a logo, right? And we did the something something Sunday logo for you. How has that gone for you? Do you enjoy doing that Sunday stream?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work too. I didn't think it was going to be as much work as it was. We've got it pretty much done. I had to take a week off because I moved the studio.
Yeah.
And actually, we haven't booked any guests because we've been just trying to get back to basics. We got caught up with a couple guests and got caught with our pants down. So we weren't ready for certain things. So we're getting back to basics. We are getting some guests back on, but I'm having a blast with it. And like I said, the whole thing is we just want good content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the goal, is to put the voice out there that maybe somebody will notice that people are complaining. I mean, granted, you have Gary, you have Jeremy, you have all these other people doing it, but the more voices you have, the stronger your front end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
when you say you're going to bring on more guests, are you going to just hold off on that, or are you going to actually bring more guests on later? Or
I'm going to have Joker showed up last week out of the blue because he really wanted to talk about Guardian. So, we got an Indiegogo guest coming on. I've got a couple people that are ready to come on. I just have to reach out to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a spot for you and R2.
Okay, yeah, you did invite me, and it was like literally a week or a week before I was moving.
Yeah.
So, darn. So, but we'll make sure we'll get some time on a schedule. I do want to do a rain check with you on that. It seems like a fun show. So.
Yeah, and it's not all hating on everything. I mean, a lot of it is laughing at the stupidity, but the goal is to get good content. We want, really, like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy was my ranking is Guardians 1, Guardians 3, Guardians 2.
Really, okay. That's my ranking for Iron Man, to be honest. Iron Man 1, and then 3, and then 2.
Yeah, I'd go 1, 2, 3.
You like 1, 2, 3?
I honestly think this is the best film that Marvel Studios has put out, and I'm not including Spider-Man because that's Sony.
Yeah.
That's the best film that Marvel Studios has put out since Infinity War.
Okay.
And I think Joker agrees with me. There's a couple other people that we run around with.
I heard PETA really liked it too.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that was hard to watch.
Okay, if you're an animal lover, you really like it.
If you're an animal lover, yeah. I mean, but it was very emotional, and you get the point. Even as a man, carry Kleenex when you go watch the movie.
Okay, I cried during Top Gun, so I'm
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I'm one of those people. When I watch a movie, I'm in. Unless they break the immersion, I'll tear up and like I feel the movie. So
Mhm. So no, that's interesting that you ranked them that way. I really did like Guardians too. I thought they were all pretty good, but that's interesting. You ranked them as one, 3, and 2. So,
yeah,
but most people think I'm crazy, but some people agree with me. But my favorite Captain America movie was Winter Soldier. So it goes
I
actually
will agree with you on that.
it goes.
Winter Soldier, then
I
Civil
don't
War, and then the first one.
I don't count Civil War as a Captain America movie. I think that
Uh,
was sabotaged by Iron Man. So I still haven't gotten my third. Crying during the volleyball scene does I you can cry during that. It's very beautiful. Sunsets, beach.
Which Top Gun?
Well,
Both.
both. Yeah. I
I mean,
count them as
Tom
one
Cruise is
movie.
still just as beautiful.
I count them as one movie, like one solid movie that you can watch, like Lord of the Rings. You know.
Well, Maverick was a good movie. I don't think it was worth what it got in the box office, but I think it was so long since we got just a good movie that kept you immersed
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and you could just sit there and enjoy it. And 2 hours would go by and you walk outside. There was
Hmm.
nothing to pull you out. There was no stupid stuff in it, and it was just a good fun movie.
There was no stupid stuff in it. You're right.
Yeah,
It was quality quality film with quality writing. There was good characters. There was a good the story was amazing.
yeah, it's a damn good movie. Um, Now, had it come out in the heyday of Marvel, would it have made that money?
Um
I
no.
think I think Hollywood and America needed that movie when it came out.
Yeah, and I think it was supposed to come out literally what 2020 May, right?
Yeah,
So I think Tom Cruise had at least a year and a half to make it better and maybe watch it and tweak some things. So I think that was on his side too because he kept pushing it back.
yeah. The
So
best thing was the stuff he put out on Twitter, like them in the jets, them doing that stuff.
so I just saw this and I was like, most men bring Kleenex to a different kind of movie theater.
Hey, we all know what happened to Pee Wee Herman. Stop it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So yeah, I tend to watch Top Gun and I'll probably watch Maverick at the same time as one solid movie every year. I make sure to watch them every year. So yeah. Paul Rubens. Oh yeah, yeah, he was in that theater. Yeah, yeah. He got in trouble. Poor little Pee Wee Herman. Did you watch that show when you were a kid? Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, I mean, come on, that was like the greatest show ever, and then his movie was good too. When I was a little
Hmm.
kid, now I
And
probably wouldn't watch it, but
Morpheus was in it, right? Was it Morpheus in it?
yeah, I think it was. I think it was Lawrence Fishburne that was in there.
Hmm. Yeah, he was the cowboy mailman or something.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, zombie. You need Kleenex for that dick pizza.
Oh, jeez.
There's another one. A skeleton walks into a bar and says, "Hey, bartender, I'll have one beer and a mop." My gosh. Alrighty. So we normally also do what we call a caps freak out. So we're gonna get ready for that. Have you seen those before on my
Yes,
channel?
I have.
All right. So we both moved, where we've moved before. Everyone has moved, and you kind of go around the house and you check for things, right? And you kind of make sure everything's working, like light switches. Well, this person was checking a looks like a phone, like a maybe one of those corded phones that we saw an ad for. And be wary what you might find in behind one of these things, especially if you live in a humid climate. So, oh, now it's not loading for me. That's funny. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, now it's all choppy. Look at that. All right, hold on. Here we go. Full of cockroaches.
Uh, that can happen down here in Florida. We have palmetto bug.
This isn't like
Basically,
Greatest house.
Basically flying cockroaches.
There we go. Now you can actually fully see the video. Sorry for the choppiness there, but look at. Does that creep you out at all? Is that creepy?
No.
No, you're used to that.
I worked on trash trucks.
Okay, well, never mind. Most people freak out on those things. You did not. Good job. Burn the house. Okay, I mean that's a little
raid.
overkill.
Or
yeah, it's a little overkill.
Brake clean works really, really well.
I enjoy these types of streams. Well, thanks, Zombie. Good to know. Good to know. It's literally just finding random stuff like that. Hopefully, it works when I play it. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't take me down. All that got. Cowboy Curtis. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. Don't worry about the roaches. Worry about whatever killed them, and then stash them in one spot.
He's not wrong.
Yep. You have a dog back there.
Obi.
Bye. You didn't want to stay, huh?
Oh, he's been sleeping under the desk here.
Yeah. How the hell do roaches get inside electronics? That's a great question.
They love it there too.
They do. So do crickets.
The heat.
And what they do is roaches can become very thin, and then they can like literally sneak through places that you wouldn't think they would. Do you remember that movie Joe's Apartment?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He didn't know they were
a skit on MTV.
Yeah. If you see one roach, there's probably multiple. And they're probably in
there's 1,000.
Yeah, and they're probably in your kitchen dancing and watching TV.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I really enjoyed that movie, by the way.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good when I was young.
It was fun. Dog. Yes. Yeah, Jacob, they, like I said, they just sneak in. Huh?
I said that's Obi-Wan, Juan.
Okay. But let's see here. So what is when you moved from Virginia to Florida, what was the one thing that you realized was different?
Everybody's nice. Well, in the South, everybody's nicer.
Yeah.
The biggest part about Florida is you get in certain places, it's all about looks. You'll have somebody that has a Porsche and has like a lawn chair in their apartment. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are certain places in Florida that are that way.
And you've been there how long again in Florida?
Almost 12 years.
Okay. And you kind of stayed in the same area?
Well, I started in Tallahassee. Now I'm in Central Florida.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess Tallahassee is a different part of the area, right? It's on the Panhandle.
Yeah, it's up in the Panhandle.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when I moved out, it was the same thing. It was kind of the kindness, right? But we knew that was going to happen. The other thing that I noticed coming over to this side of Texas was there's like one of everything, but not multiple things. Like when I lived in Phoenix, if I needed to go to like a Walmart, there was literally like 5 within a 5-mile radius of me, right? So if one didn't have one or one was busy, it would go down to the other one. Where I live now, there's literally 1 or 2. So
when I first moved to this area, so it was like 6 miles to Walmart, 5 miles to Publix. Now they're building a Publix a mile from my house.
Nice.
No. There's like 1 million homes going in around. I moved in the woods. It's not the woods anymore.
Okay. Yeah, we're in the woods, but we're in a smaller area. Literally,
Texas is a big country. You got plenty of room up there.
Yeah, we went from 1,000 people on the freeway, or 100,000 people on the freeway on a daily basis, to maybe half that just in total of the population. So
yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's some facts from R2. Bugs don't have lungs. And breathe through their air ducts in their legs. I did not know that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I do know with cockroaches, they have hairs on their legs. So when you go to swat at them, if you're pushing air, they'll run away, but without even knowing. Their legs just automatically instinctively.
Yeah, they just run.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's really weird. Hey, Vex, good to see you. Welcome. Yes, I am back. It's good to be here. We're knocking some rust off here. Just enjoying some conversations with WookieBeBad. Good to see you. She says, "What's up, beard?" But she doesn't say, "What's up, Wookie?" Maybe she's talking about your beard, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's good that you can grow it long like that. Most people can't. Mine doesn't do that. Mine, once it gets past a certain length, it starts to do like the curlies. Like it
Lots of
would
beard oil. Also, you
it,
can use
it
butter too to like straighten it out.
yeah, I have done that. It literally goes this way. So I have trained it to where it stops now, and that's it. So, I got my first radio when I was a kid, and it got roaches in it, and my dad thought I know how to get them out of there. He put my radio in the oven and forgot about it. So what did it like melt? Like he turned it on. Oh my gosh! Can you imagine? Yeah, why did he? Yeah, why did he do
Yeah.
that? That's
Wow.
like. Can you imagine? You would just smell the smell of that plastic, and then you probably had to replace your oven. Please tell me more about that. So,
That and that tells you right there. Oh, God. I just seen a thumbnail's bad.
okay, you're getting the kick out of these Little Mermaid memes. So, let's see. Jacob could start a second channel that focuses on. He could, and all he has to do is do shorts, and it would be amazing. He just has to say them and nail them correctly, and then he'll be okay. So,
Yeah,
meltdown. Yep, yep, yep.
yeah. The key to dad jokes is the punchline.
It is, and he puts them in the. It's because you see the punchline if you read it, right? But you have to deliver it somehow. I try my best. He does pretty good, though. He does pretty good. Maybe his dad was really funny, and that's why he, you know, um, says them. So, all right. So now, one thing I did want to mention is that when you said you didn't realize how the show something something Sunday was it takes a lot of work to put in a show like that. I noticed when you invited me on, you gave me a list of like topics, right? You were showing them this is what we're going to talk about, and here's some links. How about you share with the folks how long that usually took you, like to really plan a show like that?
I usually start on Tuesday, and luckily I've gone through for a majority of stuff. I have a list built on Twitter, so I can just click on that list and go down and scroll through the news stories and pick what I want to talk about. Plus, what I see through the week, I'll bookmark or I'll send to the private chat and go back through when I get home from work and dig up and compile the list. Like right
Hmm.
now, I've been slacking. My back was destroyed yesterday. Luckily, it's much better today. I only
Okay.
have like 2 or 3 topics on the list, and it'll
Oh,
be full by Saturday. We're trying to get it down to 5 topics for 2 hours and just have backup. And we always like to cover like a weird Washington Post article,
right,
like something
right.
obscure. And not a lot of
Hmm.
shows do that. The pop culture shows don't cover weird, obscure stuff. And I think that's kind of fun.
That's good. Yeah, yeah. It does. And most people don't realize how much time it does take into just doing a video that's maybe like 10 minutes, right? Like a video that Joker Voice does. I'm sure he it probably takes him a good hour or more to just plan that video and then record it and then another, to edit it. So that's a few hours work. Most people don't really realize that when they jump into YouTube, right? They jump. I didn't realize that when I started helping with After the Weekend. We were just reviewing movies, and we started noticing, okay, if we put a little extra time in this part of the channel, we noticed that we would get subscribers or more views, or the audience would like it, right? And then when I did this channel, the same thing. It was okay. I got to plan like at least 3 or 4 days ahead of time and kind of look for these things, and space out the show to where it makes a little sense. I don't know about if tonight makes sense, but you try to do that, and even doing those like main topic discussions where I usually do. I have to go look for those. Like, okay, is this really interesting? Should I talk about this tonight? What part of the story is interesting? Can I put a spin on it? Like Cocaine Bear. Everyone was reviewing that movie. I was like, well, let's talk about like the real story. And it was
Yeah.
actually an interesting story where it was kind of like a drug dealer gone wrong, and he dropped his drugs and he died, and the bear ate it and just kind of died.
Was the
And it
most
wasn't.
apex predator on this planet for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and it wasn't like this crazy story where he ate a bunch of people. He just had a wild trip probably. But yeah, it does take some time to do this.
I see jokers out there.
He is. He just showed up. He probably woke up from his nap.
But
Let's
yeah, like
see.
I think Joker was like me. I think Saturday I started putting my Guardians video together, and then I watched um my guy we've had on the show before. I really like his stuff. Rivers Honest Reviews. I watched his video on it. I'm like, okay, I got to change mine because mine's too similar to his,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you got to do this and got to do that. And Joker said when I dropped mine, he's like, man, your video is like close, so close to mine. I was like, I tried to change it. I didn't want
You
everybody
can't
to
help
be the
it. You
same.
you you really can't help it because everyone has the same complaint. Could have the same complaints, right? And you really can't. You can't really not try to be like everyone. It's hard. It really is.
Well, so I started doing Rings of Power.
Okay.
And when I did Rings of Power, after that season was over with, I was burnt. I was
Are
trying
you
to crank
gonna?
out I went from making no videos to making a video once a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I would avoid FNT until my script was written. I had filmed like me and just needed to pull my clips and rotate it all together. Then I would watch FNT.
Yep.
Um,
It just yeah, you kind of it does when you do those type of things and you realize what you have to do, you put appreciation into like what goes into maybe a show like Neurotic. Yeah, he doesn't really script, but he has a lot of people in the background doing a lot of those extra things to make it that polished, right?
oh, Perry
So
Chan, Quarterback Garrett, they're making him rock and roll, man.
yeah, and
Uh,
he's just the talent, and I mean he probably has some like good ideas to talk about and stuff like that. But he gets to focus on what he loves to do, and so hopefully one day you, me, maybe R2, maybe Joker voice could all be there one day where we get to have like people helping us, right?
yeah. The worst part for me was editing,
Yeah,
and
it's a tough.
it's still tough.
Mhm. Especially if you don't
Thumbnails,
have a good software
yeah.
to
I
do
think I
it.
use Movavi. It was like $50 for a year.
Okay.
And I figured I'll use that, and if we go into the second year, and maybe we'll go to Adobe or go to
Was that
whatever.
a is that an online editor?
No, it's all on my PC. So I
Okay.
use like Photopea for thumbnails and stuff, which is all
Okay.
online.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of what was it, Carvana, I think you can do for thumbnails. There's a couple other is it Carvana, Carvana? I can't remember.
I
I
looked
don't
at
really
some.
use it.
I looked at Canva, and it was like
Canva, that's what it is.
it really
Jeez
looked like it
Louise.
was more like presets, and I
Yeah,
don't like
I
that.
do my own in Photoshop, so I don't use that stuff, so it doesn't
Dude,
really
I want to know how Gary can get the faces so big on his thumbnail without distorting. He's got to be capturing them in 4K.
the faces of the people?
Yeah,
Most likely, yeah.
yeah. He's got to be. I got to get a 4K monitor.
Yeah, that or he has a way of getting it, yeah, captured, or his it's got to be clean like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's things in Photoshop you can do to where it could make it look cleaner than the original image. By the
Like,
way,
see, I even looked at taking like those the online courses,
mm.
but I'm like, I can probably learn just as much from YouTube and playing around.
You could. There's quite a few YouTubers out there that show you Photoshop tricks or tricks to make certain effects in if you have the program, like After Effects, that type of thing. Let's see here. Yeah, I said beer. I know what I said. That's the other thing when you live stream, you like say things and then people are like, "Oh, what did you say?"
You used to
Like,
get cocaine soda.
yeah, you did. It was Coke. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another unsung hero is Mexican Iron Man. Yep, all the behind the scenes stuff he does for for a non YouTuber. He is a busy guy. Yeah, he
I
is. He's
follow him
pretty
on
good.
Twitter.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Um, let's see here. That is how Bud Light can salvage the whole. Oh, okay. Well, just they want him on. Just start selling cocaine beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a no-no topic on YouTube right now too.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. So I got one more thing to share with you. Of course, everyone's been waiting for it. It's been a while. I know Rick covered a little bit of it, but we got a little bit of story about a Bigfoot. So this isn't a video, but it's an interesting theory about Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I believe in everything.
Okay. Well, you said you live in Florida with a bunch of monkeys, so maybe. So if you look here, this says here, this is an oil painting of a Bigfoot and a gray. You know, some people believe that they're related or they talk to each other. You know who the grays are?
Yes.
Okay, so they like
Big
visit,
fan of
you know,
Ancient Aliens.
yeah, ancient aliens. And they like know the Bigfoots because they've been around forever. And they've been visiting and they see them all the time. So this is an artist rendering of that encounter. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think this is maybe a live photo? Uh, was it real?
I don't think Sasquatches will stand still that long. They like to run when people are looking.
Well,
Uh,
I like how his hands aren't hairy or his feet just cut off there.
yeah, it wouldn't shock me. You watch that Ancient Alien show, Lord knows.
Let's see. Wookiees, Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Aren't they all the same? No, Wookiees are from outer space. Yeah, they're from outer space. They're not from here. Like I don't know. I guess if if you're two of the supernatural beings, you kind of hang out. Maybe they're
Kind of
sharing
looks like Harry from the
recipes.
Hendersons.
He does. Maybe they're sharing recipes of food or whatnot, or how to do things. But I don't know. I guess.
Bigfoots are ancient aliens.
Well, how about in the chat? Anybody believe in the Greys and the Bigfoot meet regularly and have live streams and maybe have a beer or two?
Sitting around the cauldron cooking squirrel.
Yeah, Joker says it clearly look at that forehead. It's clearly part Cleon. Yeah, yeah. Their cookbook to
To
serve
serve
man.
man.
Yeah,
Well, we know the aliens getting anus.
yeah. That's a good way of bringing it back. That's funny. Well, there you go. There's your Bigfoot report of the night. Be careful. If you see a gray, you might actually see a Bigfoot with him. So.
You need the X-Files thing. Just don't play the Starhawk thing.
Oh,
I was there that night for the Starhawk.
Oh yeah. That was that was Joker. That was his first time on my live stream. We showed old commercials and intros, and I got taken down for doing that. That was a fun time. I wish I could do more of that. It's just you see YouTube channels out there, right? And they have all the commercials on there. And you're like, how are those channels working? But I think it has something to do with the live. So you can't play those.
I got nailed by Miss Universe, so for watching a 30-second video.
Yeah, Silverhawks. Yeah.
Dude, I gotta look. I think I have like the big eagle with the flapping wings in the other room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least part of it.
Okay. I think we even showed Did we show Voltron on that one? I think we showed Voltron, and there was some other one we showed that, like YouTube, like kept dinging me. It's like how every time you like mute it or you cut out and you like get rid of the copyright, right? And it republishes. So every time I republished, it would ding me on another commercial. Finally, I just gave up. They did not like the fact that I was playing all those commercials.
That might be something for Rumble, like a retro stream.
Yeah, maybe they won't do that, right? Yeah. I would have to record it, right? Or no, I can probably stream over there.
As long as you have 5 followers.
I haven't figured that out yet, and that came out when I was on a break. So yeah, it was. So I think Joker's saying this is the name of the bird that you mentioned.
I think that is correct.
Hellhawk.
I was like that tall.
Yeah. Then you got Thundercats and Battle. Yeah, Battle of the Planets were the. Yep, you are right.
Thundercats I was really into. G.I. Joe and the Smurfs was probably my go-to as a small kid.
Let's see. I asked my dog what's 2 minus 2. He said nothing. Oh my gosh. Is that a Lego TIE fighter behind you? Or is that just
the little one?
The big one.
The big is a first ordered Black Series.
Okay.
Came out with that right after The Force Awakens, and my understanding they don't make it. I got to bring I have the Rancor set from Toys R Us. That's
Okay.
the box is like this big, and the whole front of it see through. I never took it out of the box. It was like $300 from Toys R Us, and I'm sure it's probably way more than that now that Toys R Us isn't in business.
Yeah, I do have some classic toys from Star Wars.
The whole top shelf above me is 1977 to Return of the Jedi figures.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's neat. And you said the little one was Lego.
No, the little one is a snap type model.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and if you go see the Jabba the Hutt back there on the shelf,
yeah.
that is original Return of the Jedi piggy bank.
Okay. I actually had. It's not out yet, but it was on my old wall. The original Jabba the Hutt toy. So that was pretty cool to have, and the Rancor too. That was neat.
Somehow a full size AT-AT disappeared from my mom's house that I left there.
Did she bring him back?
I think my brother took it. I don't know.
Okay. It's
just not there now.
You can see JT died a little at that joke. I mean, his soul left his body. Yeah. That's the biggest compliment, making a Joker laugh. Yep, it is. If you make Joker laugh, it's great. So, good.
I love Joker. He's such a great guy.
Okay, we got Spock showing up. Logical Spock. Good to see you. Hey, nice for stopping by. Thanks. Again, we're closing up here on the hour. If you are new here, if you have not subscribed, you have not hit the like, please do. I think we're at around 12. That's pretty good. So, man, it's been great talking to you. It's been fun. Thanks for sharing this time with me and letting me kind of knock the rust off.
No problem.
Been about a month. I would love to schedule some time to get on your show and get that going. I think that would be fun. Hang out with Joker Voice. He's fun. He's anyway, all the other guests you have on your show. I know you said Joker comes on every now and then, so I think that would be fun. But it'd be great. What are you doing this weekend again? Or this week?
So tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern, Static, my co-host on Sunday, is starting his stream. It's the weekend pregame. And we are going to do Clown World coverage.
Okay.
We are going to be laughing pretty much at the idiots of this world.
Yeah, that Clown World on Twitter is pretty good.
So stuff like what you see on Clown World, some other stuff. It's his show. He's running the boat. He's been my co-host for so long here now. Since we started, I'm there to back him up and help out and do whatever I can. So we're going to do that tomorrow at 8:30, and then Sunday we'll be live again at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And looks like we're going to have some good stuff with the Disney stock meeting and some other stuff going on with gaming, Starfield, and other things like that.
All right. So very cool. Well, yeah, you do have an interesting show, and there's not a lot of shows like that on Sunday. So
we got lucky with the Jonathan Majors because that broke late Saturday night. So we were one of the first streams to cover that.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Wild?
Well, and that's one reason why I want to do it Sunday, because sometimes you do have some late breaking stuff. Plus, it's my only day I know I'm going to be off during the week.
Yeah, it's a good time slot for most people, and you don't really see a lot going on Sunday because most of the streamers they don't do anything on Sunday. So it's a good time slot. So I picked Wednesday for that very, very same reason. Then all of a sudden, all these Wednesday shows pop up. It's like, what is going on? So it's okay. What a fun stream. Yeah, good. Thanks, Zombie. Good to see you.
Zombie. He stopped by before.
Oh yeah, Zombie. He's a good dude. He does really well with his channel as well. You can check him out. But again, folks, I'm going to say good night to you all. Wookie, again, it was great hanging out. And again, if you return next week, I'll have another guest and some more bad graphic design, and of course, some Bigfoot. So you all have a good night, and I will see you later.
Have a good one.